This is a city council special meeting. Today is Wednesday, January 17, 2024. It is 5:31 PM, and we're here at the council chambers at City Hall, 100 South Monroe Street, Eagle Pass, Maverick County, Texas. We do have a quorum today. Mayor Pro Tem Davis, Councilman Garcia, Councilwoman Cruz, myself, Mayor Salinas. Absent right now is Councilman Diaz. We will move on with a moment of reverence. We always like to take a moment to, out of respect for our military. Thank you. Citizens' communications and recognitions. We'll start with Ms. America Garcia Graywall.
She's behind you, man.
She's behind.
Sorry.
As always, you know.
Yes, 3 minutes, I understand. My name is America Garcia Graywall. I am from here, roots that are deep here. My father is from here. So, and as I have before, I invite you to come join us at the vigil on Monday, February the 5th, 30 minutes before dusk. And we're going to recognize those who died, the needless deaths that we've had here on the river. So also, I'd like to say, I ask you, actually I beg of you, to stand up for our constitutional rights. So previously, the gate to the boat ramp was locked, and we had to come in here and say, you know, we could not hold the service as we've had it numerous months before. So, and then we were not able to enter on the 4th of, for our closing service, we were not able to enter. It took a lot to get it in there. And our constitutional right to assembly, our constitutional right for religion, and free speech were all stamped on. We really ask you to stick up for that. The other thing is that we have people coming into our town who say that they are here for God's work. What I'm asking you to do is come up with a list of community cleanup activities. And so the churches are putting together a list of these things. I'm talking to the county commissioners. They're putting together a list of county and community cleanups. So when they come in to do God's work, we have a list for them. This list has already been created and it's ongoing. And if you'll please get the word out of ways that we can clean up our community, because you know we don't have a lot of money for these things, I would really appreciate it. So the invitation, please protect our constitutional rights. And 3, please join me in the community cleanup this Saturday, the 20th of January.
Thank you. Ms. Juanita Martinez. Mrs.
This one?
Yes, ma'am.
Hello, good afternoon, City Council. Well, it's a sad day when we have vigilantes coming to our town. I've heard you say, Mayor, that you are not in agreement about what's going on at Shelby Park. But I have to point out, sir, that you've been welcoming. From the very beginning, you've been welcoming. That is why it's happening in our city. We need a strong city government that's going to fight back and retain our autonomy against the state. I have a very close relationship with the Laredo people, and they fought back. And they don't have this going on in their community, sir. Now, we find ourselves in this situation. I hope that you can do something about it now. I know we have good legal representation, but I would even like to suggest that if we need more legal help, I don't think the taxpayers of Maverick County of Eagle Pass would be against spending taxpayer money so we can get more help to our very wonderful city attorney. I'm just hoping because, and I do hold you accountable, sir, and I do hold you responsible because you have welcomed these people, and it's just a political propaganda that they have been doing. Now they're keeping the United States government, who are trained to handle the situation and who could have handled the situation, they're keeping them away from doing that. People are dying, people are drowning. Sir, you have failed us. I hope you can sleep at night. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, we'll move on to the mayor's consent agenda. We have consent agenda items 1 through 4. At this time, if somebody wants to remove one of these items, one?
1, 2, 3, I'm sorry.
Just, that's correct. That's correct. 1 through 3. So do we have a motion to approve items 1 through 3?
So moved.
Motion by Mayor Pro Tem Davis.
I'll second.
Second by Councilwoman Cruz. All in favor? It is unanimous. Moving on to 4. Consideration and possible approval of the warranty for the agreement contract between the City of Eagle Pass and Train US Inc. for heating, ventilation, and air conditioning HVAC improvements at the International Center for Trade under by board contract number 631.20, not to exceed $54,000. Is Mr. McGee, how are you?
Good evening, everyone, council. This warranty is being requested to extend the usual warranty that comes with these type of equipment from 1 year to add 4 more years for a total of 5 years. And these for all the rooftop units, there's 14 of them that are included, so it's kind of a good price for that. And there's 2 large chillers that are included in that. The additional air handlers inside will be under separate warranty. Those are being redone, the ones on the inside of the property right now. So these are all the units that go on top of the roof.
And how much is this costing?
It's broken down, like it's for the 14 rooftop units, which are the self-contained units that do the actual cooling, heating, and then the air handling. 14 of those at about $1,000 a piece, $13,261.
And this is for the warranty for, you said 5 years?
Yes, anyways, it comes with 1 year, and we're extending an additional 4 years. And the rest of the charge is for 2 large chillers, which are the bigger units that sit on top of it.
The factory warranty doesn't last longer than 1 year?
No, that's a typical
Standard.
standard for the industry.
Okay, so the council had previously approved just over $1.6 million for the HVAC, so,
Right.
you know, it's
Considering
expensive equipment. so
how
we'll make sure.
expensive, yes, the equipment is.
So this
I
is
think-
getting us a total of how many years of warranty, sorry?
Total of 5.
Okay.
5 years.
I feel it's reasonable considering how expensive this,
I did want to add, just hopefully make everybody feel better, but we bid this project out twice. The first time was in conjunction with the roofing, and we got some really high prices. Went back with the roofing, air conditioning, we didn't get any bids. And then we went with the buy board, and we've been very, very happy to deal with this company. They gave us some great opportunities to do some value engineering, where we changed some of the things. We got a great price, honestly, for this. So it's almost kind of a win-win that we got this kind of free. If you go back to the bids we got before.
okay. Do we have a motion on,
So moved. I'll make a motion to approve.
we have a motion to approve by Mayor Pro
I'll
Tem Davis.
second.
Second by Councilwoman Cruz. Discussion, all in favor? Unanimous. Moving to executive session, item 5, request for executive session pursuant to Texas Government Code Section 551.071 to discuss and review the legal remedies available pursuant to the use of Shelby Park under Section 418.017 of the Texas Government Code and the Governor's Disaster Declaration Order and potential impact on contractual obligations and any matters related thereto, and possible action in open session regarding same. 6, executive session pursuant to Texas Government Code, Chapter 551, Section 551.071, consultation with legal counsel regarding contract negotiations for solar eclipse events, and possible action in open session regarding same. 7, executive session pursuant to Section 551.074, Chapter 551, Texas Government Code, discussion of personnel evaluation of candidates for city manager position and interviews of selected candidates, and return to open session for possible action. We're heading into executive session at 5:40 PM. Session. It is 8:51 PM. We'll start with item 5, request for executive session pursuant to Texas Government Code Section 551.071 to discuss and review the legal remedies available pursuant to the use of Shelby Park under Section 418.017 of the Texas Government Code and the Governor's Disaster Declaration Order and potential impact on contractual obligations and any matters related thereto, and possible action in open session regarding same.
Since in executive session, we have considered and explored all our possible legal options with our legal team. Based on the fact that there's pending litigations between the state of Texas government and the federal government regarding similar, we believe that seeking additional legal action at the expense of our taxpayers would not be the most effective or beneficial to our citizens. I'd suggest that maybe mayor and council visit with our state and federal leaders to express our concerns as that of the concerns of our citizens for the welfare of our community that we do represent, and I make that in the form of a motion.
We have a motion on the floor by Mayor Pro Tem Davis,
I'll second.
a second by Councilwoman Cruz. Discussion?
I do want to make a comment regarding our approach to how we're handling this. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I feel in a lot of ways that there's some disconnect with the way that our state and federal governments are handling what is affecting us on a daily basis. We have a responsibility to our constituents. We have a responsibility to the people of Eagle Pass to make sure that we protect every single resource that is available to them. I often talk about, we don't have a whole lot in Eagle Pass. And some of the funding that is tied to what is going on the ground and the way that things are unfolding for us, I think it's really important that we make our voices heard. I strongly support in evaluating what's the best approach to this, what's the most methodical and strategic and realistic approach to this. I think that is making sure that we meet with both our state and federal governments to make sure that legislation is passed. We're not going to get out of this without a comprehensive legislation. Like this is a lot of this. What is going on, I think that we can avoid it if we have comprehensive policies. And so I just want to say, on my end, I strongly support that delegation. I think we need to do that as a united front. And I think it's important that they hear from us on what this looks like in our data.
Thank you, Councilman.
And just one more, I agree. We need to fight, but we need to be smart about it. And as the city and your representatives, we would love to proceed legally. We do.
Right.
And we feel as frustrated, as tired and mad about this whole situation as you all do. So I think that's a wonderful idea, and I think that, the public needs to know that we will not stop fighting this issue until something gets resolved. It's not an easy fight, but we will not stop. With that said, I guess.
With that said, all in favor of
Was there something?
motion? Yes.
Oh, I didn't, sorry.
Yes, sir.
Unanimous. 6, executive session pursuant to Texas Government Code, Chapter 551, Section 551.071, consultation with legal counsel regarding contract negotiations for the solar eclipse events and possible action in open session regarding same.
I would like to make a motion, if I may, to stop any pending payments related to the eclipse event for now and revisit this item once we hear back from the governor's office through legal.
We have a motion by Councilwoman Cruz, a second by Councilman Garcia. Discussion? All in favor? Unanimous. 7, executive session pursuant to Section 8.074 of Chapter 551 Texas Government Code, discussion of personnel evaluation of candidates for city manager position and interviews of selected candidates, and return to open session for possible action.
Okay, I make a motion to start or to schedule interviews for February the 1st and 2nd.
I'd like to second the motion.
Okay. And we have a motion by Councilwoman Cruz, a second by Mayor Pro Tem Davis. Discussion, there are 8 candidates that we will be interviewing. We will provide the names tomorrow for the media, and we will proceed with interviewing 4 on one day and then 4 on the other. So just so the public can know. So at this time, all in favor of that motion? Unanimous? Do we have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Councilwoman Cruz? Councilman Garcia seconds. All in favor? Unanimous? Meeting adjourned. 8:57 PM.